Welcome to College Station,
Texas
Texas
A&M,
today.
the home of the 12th man, as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. Today, an in-state battle, two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Roadrunners return team didn't help matters out much there. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, you're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And how about that on Lucas and that swarming key to keep them from getting the first down. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that run.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He leaves it with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering the success now early.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark. The road runners want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there. Completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Roadrunners have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Barnes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on board. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone. You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's got 50 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles. Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Finds his big tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Great job by the defense.
The officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up. Looking for a crease. It's Barnes. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's second down. Quarterback checking off. to throw. It's Wegman. Quickly complete. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Grace, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far in third down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Owens. They knock him down right there.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Makes the catch. It's Green. How about this? And bringing the big hit stick with him, too.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up fourth down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. Keeps the legs moving. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Finds his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Griffin. And they stop him just short of the stick. It will bring up a decision on 4th down. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll park it right around the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Line getting set on second down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Wegman. Going for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in. And the ball is picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Just about a half-minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Texas A&M going quickly. On second down, looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Still looking on the move. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I knew that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the court.
Fires toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Absolute shame. Missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Texas A&M 7, UTSA 3.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. And
they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I love when players understand the situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making...
He's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Texas A&M going up tempo.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes a move. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Coming after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
This quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass. It's Wegman. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Texas A&M going quickly. On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. 10. Touchdown, Aggie. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Offenses know and work on all week. Third downs. We've got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Hello.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I just got a phone my mama, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said, when you fill out for the application, make sure you put Athens. You see, well, you probably ain't did it yet, have you?
Nah.
Okay, when you get on there, put Athens. But she said it's going to be like quality control or like lab or something. It's going to say something like that. But she said it ain't going to be at her building, but it's like directly right across the street. It's in the same vicinity and shit. She can really walk to that building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I looked at them. See, they talking about goddamn degree and all that shit. Whatever. But I'm fill out anyway. I looked at it already.
I was at if they fill out for what she damn do. She make good at it. And then sit back in the chair all goddamn night. Don't do nothing.
But I was saying, sometimes with the degree, with the my years experience, you know, same as degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then she said, let her know whenever you do it, what your email is. I asked her about the refer thing. She said, you can't refer her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some places do. You know, you get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She said, but she can go into the job and put whatever email you use and refer you to pull your application. You know what I'm saying?
I need to ask her what job I need to apply for. Yeah, what she recommend. Yeah.
I know it's going to be something. If you see Mono filling me, I'm going to text to you too.
All right.
Mono filling, that's what she do. But they were trying to start her off night shift. Well, when I had filled out, so I got the job, but it was the wrong shift. I think it was second or third.
Yeah, I ain't worried about the shift right now.
Processing. So yeah.
And they do the rotating shit, right?
I think they do 7 and 7, but she been there so long, she been working a straight first shift.
You know what I'm saying? They do the rotating though.
No, they do like 4 days on, 3 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't rotate like different time.
I mean, you do the same time, but you do like 4 days on. I mean,
4 days. If I ain't mistaken.
And 4 days on, 4 days off?
4 days on, 3 days off.
Okay.
Have 4 days off.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Or it's something like that. See, like now, her schedule, she work Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, then she'll work 5, 7, Sunday. And then next week, she's going to be off Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday, then be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine with that. Yeah, send hello. Send another job.
Make sure you send me that email so she can refer.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what? All right. Hey. What you got? I got about 5, 10 minutes left on the game. You got food? Oh. No. Yeah. I got about 10 minutes with.
offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have a
quick game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The give on the inside. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. They'll try the run. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Running with power.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that. They took a negative play, but at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they're able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
He gets a block. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Buys a little time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to throw, it's McCown. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Getting some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. A huge score there to give them a chance, but now the moment that might decide the game, you know the onside kick's coming.
I was going to say, big decision coming up here now for the head coach. Are you thinking onside kick? You got to take a look at your timeout situation. Clock management is critical. The one thing we know, they need to get possession back quickly. Let's find out how they do that.
Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick and what is likely their last gasp in this game. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David, now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options are on the table.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because You've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires it incomplete. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The Aggies hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on first and second down, and then you have a breakdown on third. This defense has got to be better the next time they're facing that situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Daniels. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Slams it ahead. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
That is add the insult to injury. Running the football late. Could have taken a knee. Could have ran the clock out. But those stats count. Those stats matter. And this handshake with the coaches might get a little more interesting.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to this.